Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke with Reverend Yutaka Yamada. Today being Wednesday, the 15th of December or the 18th of November in the 9th year of Chongyalguk. Let's begin by offering a bow to our Heavenly Parents and True Parents, Chariot, Kyombe, Haru. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English. Thank you.
가족맨세 3. 천일국 주인, 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 환족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 3. Our family, the owner of Chongyalguk, pledges to perfect the 4 great realms of heart, the 3 great kingships, and the realm of the royal family by centering on true love. I'd like to ask Reverend Stone if you could offer the opening prayer, please.
Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Parent, parents have nothing in kind. We really give thanks to you. And we can be working with our true mother at this time. This is really the culminating time of the true parents working in the earthly plane. And it's really a time of harvest. Many amazing fruits are ready to be picked. So we want to really move out into the community in various ways, outreach in various ways, so that we can be able to harvest all that is ready to be brought into your kingdom and to be part of the Chongyalguk. Especially we have the goals that Mother has set, and her leadership is very amazing. So we pray that we can work towards fulfilling Vision 2027, restoration of 7 regions, 1/3 of the population of the world, heavenly unified Korea by 2022. And as we're coming also towards the end of the year, we're about to enter 2022 very soon, and also the World Summit 2022. So please guide us, and also PCLC. It's a very important development, and we had an excellent meeting yesterday. So we could see also the spirit world working powerfully, and we pray that you can guide us, and that we can really be aligned, we can be united, centered on our true mother, and here in this region with Reverend Yutaka and also President Hori. Thank you so much. Please join us this morning. I pray and report in the name of Greg and Reiko Stone, blessed central family, Jude.
Jude. Thank you. And let's give a warm welcome to Reverend Yutaka as he shares this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning Hundoke. Today is also beautiful morning. We can feel the fresh heart, fresh air, and the fresh love, and also our devotion together with our brothers and sisters. Let's offer the sincere heart, and let's begin today with our heavenly parents and true parents. Yesterday, there are several events. In the daytime, we had the Chombo family testimony workshop centering on true mother, and all over the world joined together. So yesterday there was several testimony by Chombo victors in each nations. Some person was the leader for whole life from the early time, and even national leader, national messiah, some 124 couple, their elders, to share his story, how he could break through. And some family, some Japanese wife went to Korea, and even she could not speak any Korean language, but invest and serve for the village and to witness one family by family. Finally, 430 families they restored, including spiritual child and spiritual grandchildren, to create a bigger tribe, some including the relatives. And also overseas area, some Philippine member also gave the testimony to give the blessing, the one tribe Higaono tribe is one of the local native tribe. All tribe was witnessed and received the blessing. And also from Albania and another nation. So our Chombo mission is actually the mission which all our blessed families and all brothers sisters have to fulfill. And also 443 couples, we have to substantialize 43 couple as the member like us to join the Fundoke and to the Sunday service and to create the heavenly blessed family tradition. And finally, they have to become the Chombo family too. So we continuously go forward. That's why Mother is encouraging and really sharing those stories. So in our region also, each churches and each state or nation are really doing hard work together with blessed families. So each nations or each centers, please prepare the name list for all blessed families and who really fulfill. And if someone is still on the way, please pray and please support together to cooperate how we can support that family to become the Chombo victors. And through cooperation, through creating the foundation together, then we can restore the village, we can restore the city, and we can create the ideal heavenly nation in the world. So once again, how we can create the heavenly and Chombo community. This is our mission, not only individual level, as the community, we have to also create those environment and mission together. And also yesterday, there are another event. Yesterday topic was almost Jesus and Christmas. Yesterday was Anshil and Reverend Seti, thank you for your message. Your message also talking about John chapter 3, verse 16, about gift, about our Jesus Christ, who are sent by heaven. So Reverend Seti also mentioned several divine principle contents. Jesus is not God, but Jesus is God's second self. So we could learn the story of the Bible about Jesus Christ. And also yesterday we had the second PCLC online fellowship. Have you attended the online fellowship? Yes, thank you for joining. How was that? Is okay? Yes, yesterday was really better than first online fellowship. Many Christian clergy joined together, a message and atmosphere centering on Christmas and also the Jesus. So yesterday, really I appreciate our brothers and sisters invited the Christian clergies. Especially I could see Samoa, Solomon, PNG. You organized a physical gathering, right? To watch together. So really physically meet together and share those contents is really great. President Hori said, God's providence is kind of the puzzle, jigsaw puzzle. You know the jigsaw puzzle? Already we have final parts, we have everything. So surely everything will be fit, one in one print, one picture. So we will put one by one and we will fulfill that. This is really God's providence. And also from Australia, we saw the Reverend Bayard's testimony. You heard this one, right? Well, Reverend Bayard was so much inspired. Even he never met True Mother, but I don't know, he said he saw that was dream or he saw the vision. He said 11 a.m., right? 11 a.m. he saw the dream or he saw the vision?
2 a.m. Friday.
2 a.m.
Yes.
2 a.m. Friday. So he saw some kind of dream. So inside of dream, one lady said, restoration, restoration, restoration. Then he found out this lady is actually True Mother. So really spiritual world is guiding those persons directly and to let them understand before meeting True Mother, before meeting True Father. So I could see how much spiritual world is moving busy way and approaching us. And also our Reverend Jenny Chamas from New Zealand, thank you for her message about Christmas, and Dr. Kito. So when we see our PCLC, still we are developing and creating the new contents, but surely there is the way and there is the will through this program. So our brothers and sisters, please give your feedback always, please your support, Johnson, and yeah, let's find God's prepared person and really create the God's ideal kingdom on earth. So thank you for joining yesterday, the all program. That was really amazing and grateful. Today we will continue the contents. So do you remember last time I shared this message about mission of True Father, the Messiah? So mission of True Father and Messiah is to find the proclaim the truth, recreate and complete Eve, and complete human beings on earth and in spirit world, and God's revelation, complete freedom and completion, and create female angels and complete the angelic world. This is the mission of True Father, mission of course, True Mother together, and mission of True Parents. So Father had gone this way, True Mother is also going this way. But there is one more important things. Those things are the mission of Messiah, True Parents. But do you think this mission is only for True Parents? Actually, this mission should be carried on also by ourselves. We should do together. We should also carry on this mission and fulfill that. Now, when we see this society, there is no more connection with God. That's why we have to bring them back to God and give the blessing and let them stand as God's son and daughters once again. And all our brothers and sisters of the world should become and return back as God's son and daughters. That's why Mother opened the way of Chombo family and Chombo Victor way. This restoration, this liberation is not only the person who are living on this earth, including our ancestors and including our heavenly parents. That's why we should restore 430 generation in spiritual world and 430 couple in this world. This become the starting point, and we can really cooperate, fulfill mission together. Then our ancestor will support spiritual world, and of course angelic world is also working together with us. And finally, we could create the beautiful ideal world. How much that is beautiful. So we really could see the development together and fulfill together with our True Mother. So today also continue our True Mother's anthology, Global Unity Through True Parents. I will read this. The providence of salvation in Jesus. The omniscience and omnipotent God could not let his creation of humankind, conducted in accordance with his ideal of creation, end up a failure. That is why he has continued to educate and enlighten humanity throughout human history. Anyone who has read the Bible can attest to this fact. God chose the people of Israel and educated them for 4,000 years, telling them that he would send the Messiah through them. Thereupon, he sent Jesus as the savior of the people of Israel, but they and Judaism failed to recognize him. So Mother mentioned through this chapter also talking about history and our Jesus Christ. When we see the God's providential history, each moment, the central figure had offered their whole life and invested. When we see the Noah's life, 120 years, continuously just offer his life for God's calling, right? I'm not sure how many times Noah spent the beautiful moment with family members. just his concern or focus is only God's calling. And also how about Moses? Also 120 years, right? 40 years, 40 years, 40 years. Just offer whole life. There is no own thinking and own time, just spend everything. And when we see the 4,000 years Israel history, God himself really sacrificed, invested to prepare the foundation through guiding the Israelites. But in the same time, each central figure or each Israel people, they themselves also sacrifice their life. They left from Egypt, they left from own house, just follow God's guidance and God's will. There is no own concept. That's why how much great things and how much really those foundation and sacrifice was great. When we see that Jacob's life, even elder brother Esau tried to kill him, even Jacob left, but why he spent the time 20 years in the uncle's house? Because to go back to the Esau's place again and to get the permission and forgiveness from elder brother. Even he know the elder brother tried to kill him. That's why when we see the providential history, those persons' life, really we cannot imagine. If elder brother tried to kill me or kill you, how? You will go back again and embrace them? Of course, we know the principle. We cannot ignore those brother or sisters who hate me or hate you. But really, when we see the central figure in each place or each some history, their life is totally beyond their own thinking or own concept. So through those investment for 4,000 years, finally God created and the foundation and welcome Jesus Christ. God sent the Jesus Christ as the Son of God. So how much he was waited that moment. But when he sent the Jesus on this earth, our Israelites and Jewish could not recognize our Jesus Christ. That's why God wanted to send the Jesus as the King of Kings. And actually those foundation was ready already. Zachariah received the revelation and Elizabeth and Maria were all person had received the revelation already, but at the last moment, they could not overcome that period. That's why God lost all foundation and Jesus lost all foundation. Tirumada really many times continuously mentioned about heart of Jesus and also heart of God. But really we have to understand and recognize that. So yesterday we shared a good time about Christian, and now we are talking about the Jesus heart. Really when we continuously repeat and learn the history, how God prepared with each historical figure, then we could understand preparation was really serious and that each moment was really important moment, and to overcoming and also victory is also really important mission and job. So now we will open the way together with Tirumada. We could see many righteous people is coming and really new possibility. This become comfortness. This become also release God's pain, God's sadness, and God's also resentment. That's why we are now living the grateful moment. Really, we will go together and share those heart and also understand our Heavenly Parents' heart. The next, I want to share continuation of our Cheonseonggyeom message. So now we are reading continuously about Cheonseonggyeom, especially knowing about God. This is the part which we read last time. We should feel the air as God's breathing, and when a storm hits, we should feel as if he was sneezing. When we see flowing water, we should perceive it as the sweat God has shed as he overcame his course of suffering for the sake of world. So Father mentioned in all elements there is God's love and God's heart. So through those things we could inherit God's heart. Okay, next place. The words, in heaven and earth, I alone am the owner one, and I am omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent, and nothing comes into existence except by me, was spoken with love. Through love, we can be omnipresent. In love, there is nothing to hide. Everything is obvious. The moment you love, everything is open. God wants to be omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent with love at the center. So this is really the power of love. So this word, in heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one. This word actually, I think Buddha told this message, in heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one. And this is also, I am omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent, and nothing comes into existence except by me. So those messages talking, centering on God's love. So Father said, when we feel love, God will be together. So I want to ask you, recently, when is the time do you feel the love? So when you see your daily life, have you felt love recently? Even not only God's love, even husband love, wife's love, or family love, or nature love, or any kind of love is okay. What kind of love did you feel recently? Even small things is okay. I want to ask you, some volunteer, do you feel some love from in your daily life, even small things? Someone can share your experience of love. I believe you have many experience of love, right? Or you don't have any love around you? Someone want to share? If you are okay. Yes. Anyway, it's not easy then. Yes. Yes, quite okay, Mrs. Barbara.
Oh, thank you. I would just like to share that I'm so surrounded by God's love in nature every day. And the birds come and they show no fear of me and they want to sit on my hand and eat. And I just feel so connected with true creation. It's beautiful. So thank you.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If one more person, if you can share your experience of love is good. What kind of experience? Even small things is okay, not so much big things. When we go to the nature, when we listen the sound of birds, really can feel love. This really great thing. Do you have another experience? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Mrs. Mary.
Good morning. Yeah,
Yes.
Being on King Island, we're surrounded by nature, and every day I go down for a walk along the beach and pray. And it wasn't that long ago when something made me look up, and there was 2 sea eagles perching on a branch. They were not that far away from me, and they're massive birds, and they were just sitting there. And it was just so amazing, because normally you see them flying off in the distance and the soaring, you know, like high up in the air. But anyway, this particular day, they were right there. And it was like God made me even look up, because I wouldn't have normally looked in that direction. So I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, that's great. So experience of love. I also felt the many times of love. Of course, I'm feeling every day from your response also. And when I meet my daughter, for 3 years daughter, every time call me Appa and also say, I want to go with you. I want to eat with you. I want to see the TV with you. Every time with you, with you, with you. So I heard this word, simple word, but really I was really comforted and I feel love. So actually, there is love everywhere. Just sometimes we are so much busy, we could not recognize the love. Even some person say, really thank you for your support. Even this one word, we could feel love and we will be comforted. How much we could find the love, how much we could appreciate, how much we could notice this love. And Father said, if there is love, God is together in this place. So how, as much as we can, as much as we feel love, actually God's love also together in that moment. So even in the daily life, sometimes so much busy. Sometimes I'm so lonely. Maybe nobody love me, nobody with me. But actually, we are receiving love. There are many love is coming to me. So really, let's feel, let's find love, let's find God, and really appreciate. This is really the important message and really essence to feel God's love. Okay, next part. If God did not exist in the universe might as well be empty. But since God exists, the universe is completely full. It is full of love. Hence, once we come to know that God exists, we feel that the universe is full even when we are alone. God is everywhere. We come to feel that He is everywhere. In the midst of such love, God's omnipresence deeply moves us. But if we do not know God, everything is empty. So how is this? So let's see the last part. Father said, God is everywhere. We come to feel that He is everywhere. In the midst of such love, God's omnipresence deeply moves us. But if we do not know God, everything is empty. God is living everywhere. But really, do we feel that He is everywhere or not? So Father is feeling that. Father is recognizing us when He meet the people, even when He walking somewhere, when He doing any kind of things, He was feeling this God's existence in everywhere. So if we can feel also in every moment, how much we can gain the energy, how much about feel love, and our heart become more inspired and always to be filled with energy. So we could feel those things through Father's message. If you ask whether God exists, I will answer that God definitely exists. Where is He then? He is in the place nearest to us. That is why we cannot see Him. He is so extremely close to us that we cannot see Him. Can you see your eyes? They are too close to you to allow you to see them. Likewise, we cannot see God because He is so close to us. So He is living, staying most closest place. Men and women each represent God. God is not somewhere else. He is in our heart. So prayer is a conversation with the heart. God is the root of the heart. As we go deeper into the heart, we will find God at the deepest root of our conscience. Next, God is the root of love, the root of life, and the root of lineage. Thus, we need to, this is some kind wrong, but thus we need to be grateful whether we are at home or out in public. Wherever we go, in the country or in the world, we should always be grateful. Even when we go to heaven, the same principle applies. If we follow this rule, we will pass freely wherever we go. It is the same whether in the kingdom of heaven on earth or the kingdom of heaven in heaven. So where is God existing? Inside of our heart and in everywhere. That's why all the moment we should also appreciate that. And that place is in our home also same, in our nation is also same, in our world also same, and even we go to the kingdom of heaven, in heaven also our attitude and our way is same. So how we can feel God and how we can appreciate all the moment. If we really recognize God already who are living together with me, then each simple or each single moment or all moment is a time for appreciation. So really Father's message is interesting and really tasty, right? When we read the God's message, really we could feel and find the new message. So to the parents share those fathers, Heavenly Father's story and Heavenly Parents' story, or story of the history, gentle way and really soft way or interesting way. So through reading, through learning, we will meet God, we will find God, and also we will introduce God, and we will create the one family under God in this world. So we could feel about God's heart again, God's expectation again, and our true parents' heart again. So today we share about the story of Christmas, story of Jesus, story of God in each daily time. We are living the special historical moment with True Mother to create the new God's ideal world. So all brothers and sisters, let's put our heart, let's do effort and offer sincere devotion and happiness to our heavenly parents and true parents. Let's find God, let's find love, and also let's share the love. So thank you very much once again. 감사합니다.
And Samnida, thank you, Reverend Yutaka, as always, to share our true parents' words with us. Really, it's a great opportunity for us to really appreciate and be grateful for the time that we have here in the morning as we listen to your explanation of father and mother's words. And I was just thinking about two things: how God sends the Messiah, and how it's us who choose to acknowledge that we are sent. Because people often think about it, is the Messiah sent or chosen? And I think it's not us that is that God chose us. It's that God created Adam and Eve from the very beginning. So the intent of God was to have his family. So he created his family. So the family was sent. The Messiah was sent. And actually we were sent. The thing that we have to do, that's our responsibilities, we are the ones that have to choose God. It's not God choosing us, because God already decided on us from the very, very beginning of history. And so we have to, the words today about understanding love and to be grateful and to appreciate the things around us. Those are the things that help us to reconfirm that we've made the right choice. When Reverend Yutaka said, when did you feel love? Actually, it came to mind every time we sit down to have a meal here at the Peace Embassy. We have so many little kids because of all the new babies. and just watching them grow and develop and start to interact, that's actually very heartwarming and a lot of love. And just last few evenings, when we're having dinner together, the kids would just come up and show us what they have. They'd show a toy, they'd show a balloon, they would ask us to engage with them, and just that experience is just showing the overwhelming love that fills when that relationship happens, especially with innocent children. That there's like this heart of you want to support and help them and to educate them and to really embrace them. So we're very lucky here to every day to have the kids run around. Of course they fight with each other and we have to teach them not to be selfish, but they have so many innocent and endearing qualities that it's very easy to feel grateful and to appreciate. So I was thinking of that and really enjoying the love that's been given. So those were some of my thoughts today. So thank you, and open it up to others. Now, yes, Mr. Wright, go ahead.
Okay, everyone, thank you. Good morning, and a lot of appreciate yesterday PCLC such a incredible preparation. And just one thing, at the beginning, I just maybe some computer, some problem. I couldn't hear relevant buyer's testimony in the first. Then he testimony about 2 o'clock. He saw two mother's vision, and that's incredible. Then also he said before that he read two fathers' autobiography 3 times. 3 times. So I was amazed. Or maybe he had some condition. I don't know who read True Father's autobiography 3 times. He never remember also. Then how he could read it 3 times, and so I don't know who contacted him and who is relation to him, was helping him, and one of my questions was. I think, how he could, what is power, what is understanding, about for the book about father. And just if maybe let me talk about John, just what was the connection, find out him. It's a second PCLC, one of the, highlight. It is incredible. Just I wanted to know about that. Thank you.
Yeah, I can give a bit of the background. He's from Tonga originally, living in Australia, and he was introduced to us actually by Bishop Soria in Philippines. Who knew of him and then contacted us, and we met him, and he actually came to, I went and visited him in his home in Austral, and then he came to visit us, and Reverend Yutaka and Reverend Stone were both there, and so the 3 of us were together. When I met him in Austral in his home, which is about an hour and a half from the Peace Embassy, he had already been having experiences. His church is interesting. It's the Ecumenical Orthodox Catholic Church, so EOCC, and he's predominantly Orthodox. And he, when I went and visited him, because being Orthodox background, I had a lot of connection with him straight away because of a lot of the things that he did in a very traditional Orthodox manner. And he showed me around his home, and I saw his little chapel area, and filled with icons and things. And so he told me about, he's had a couple of inspirations, a very spiritual man. When I met him, he started to cry and saying that, this is a divine appointment. He hadn't received the books when he came and visited us. We gave him father and mother's autobiography, and then he went and took them home. So to read them, read father's book, he hadn't read mother's yet. To read father's book 3 times, he would have had to sit down and read them straight away continually. And when he came to visit us, and we were in the little reception room, and there's the big photo of father and mother, and we also have another photo of just father. When he saw those, he went up and in typical Orthodox tradition went and kissed the photos. He kissed them both twice, and as he was talking, explaining about his dream and vision, and that he saw mother, and is just totally overwhelmed, and just started very, very spiritual person. Each time he came to tears, even during yesterday, he also started to cry as well. He's really having this enormous experience of who true parents are, and he's done many things. He's been to many countries. He can speak many languages. He can speak Russian. He was speaking Russian to us. He's very charismatic, and he really appreciated the PCLC event and knowing us and knowing about True Mother. And so I don't know if Greg or Reverend Yutaka want to add anything else, but I'm sure we'll keep on having an ongoing relationship with him, and he'll have a great impact with the other PCLC leaders and clergy. He'll end up, I believe, becoming somebody that really influences many Christians to recognize our true parents. So thank you.
Yeah, it's thank you, John, and everyone. Good morning. I mean, he's quite a remarkable man. The fact that he's from Tonga. Actually, there's no Orthodox churches in Tonga. That was missionized, from the London Missionary Society. They're more like, Protestant kind of like Methodist, that kind of thing. So, but he was a missionary. He was asked to be a missionary in Russia, because that's of course where Orthodoxy is, the Russian Orthodox. And I think his name is from the Serbian Orthodox. So somehow he's through his journeys, and his church is actually, the main center of his church is Africa. And I think the founder of his church is still alive in Africa. So it's interesting. Ecumenical, the name of his church, ecumenical, means working within Christian denominations to create unity amongst the denominations. Then you've got Orthodox, because Orthodox broke away from Catholicism as the first great schism. And so the name is actually Orthodox Catholic, you know, so it's the unity between East and West, you know, the Catholic based in Rome, Orthodoxy originating from Constantinople, you know, in the East, East-West division. So, you know, it's an interesting that he's connected with that church. And now because he's living here. All his ancestry goes right back. Tonga was, when the Christians missionized Tonga, he was explaining to us, the king sort of accepted it, and then the whole nation became Christian. Then they started sending missionaries to Samoa and other countries. And his ancestry goes right back to the first ones who became Christian. I think he said there were 4, and one of them was his ancestor. And then every single generation since then has been a Christian minister. So he's carrying on the tradition of being a Christian minister within his lineage and his family. There's many, 4, 5, 6, I don't know how many generations it is. So really, he's quite a prepared man, you know, amazing John the Baptist figure. Yeah, thank you.
And also the dream was happened before meeting true parents or before receiving book. That's why they dream first. Then they came to know us. They received a call from Reverend John, or he came to Peace Embassy last week. He saw the photo, so much inspired that we gave the book, Father's Autobiography and Mother's Autobiography last week. Then only within few days, I think he finished to read 3 times. So I think this is the time period, maybe like that. So anyway, he was really determined well.
Also, another feature was the Friday before the peace rally. So Mother hadn't got up and spoken, you know, with Paula White or anything at that, but he saw Mother. He heard the word again and again, restoration, restoration, which you could hear, you know, even Paula White talked about restoration, restoration, right? And the other thing was he saw Mother in a green dress. And he said to us, it wasn't a full green dress, it was only the top half. If you notice Mother in the rally of the prayer rally, she has a green dress from the top up. And he said, that's, when I saw green, he said, that's like the color of peace, something like that. So, you know, he was inspired with something was going to happen in the future. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, yes, Jeff, go ahead.
Yes, anyway, as we create this unity and conditions and willingness to take care of people, God will send them to us. They're everywhere and they get even better. So we just need to be able to be willing to be there 24/7 to take care of people. Yeah, we have one pastor you may see there, Richard Kumar. We met him a few months ago, and he comes on everything we have, you know, think tanks and rallies and whatever, and PCLC. And so, I mean, he's an Indian pastor originally from Fiji, and so he, yeah, he was so amazed last night, and he just said this morning, I mean, he texts me and we chat online almost every morning. And he says, what are we going to do next? You know, I'm going to bring you a pastor in a week's time, you know, what are we going to do with youth? And then he said this morning, he just came and said, wow, that was amazing last night. Have you got a book of Reverend Sun Myung Moon, you know? So that Vaya was talking about, you know, so yeah, anyway, yeah, there's just so much to say. What's going on? I'm having amazing experiences with Mother's memoirs because we organized, Kenji organized 1,000 copies that got printed, and you know, many of us have committed to getting these books, and I committed to get 40 books and then send them out. So I've been doing that. And so through that, I'm making really good connections with people. It's a good time for that because it's Christmas and, you know, it's like a Christmas gift. And I've already got people that I'm really connecting with now through this book. Yeah, we just have to get out there and play our part. And then God and the spirit world are really going to help us, you know. So the ball is really in our court. The people are there. It's just up to us to sort ourselves out. So I was really inspired about the PCLC event yesterday. It was really amazing. Very well done. So yeah, anyway, many things to say about all kinds of, even the two eagles that came and sat down in King Island. That's Douglas and Mary. So and the birds around Barbara. The spirit world brings these things. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Yes, Doug, go ahead.
Yeah, when Greg was talking about the color, the meaning of the color green, I like the story when Mrs. Yu was doing the Hundake book. She went to True Father, and in detail, she asked True Father everything about creating that work. And so she asked True Father, what color should Adam be and what color should Eve be? So everyone thinks, well, pink and blue. But Father said, Adam should, true Adam should be pink. You know, so that was startling. And then true woman should be green. So in the Hundake, is it the Hundake books? What's it called?
Divine Principle.
Study, anyway,
Study
you know what I'm
guide.
talking about, the
Study
Hundake books?
guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you look in there, you'll see that the Adam figure is, male figure is pink and then green. So green represents all creation and True Mother is the subject of all objects. And so just a point, I always thought that was very interesting. I'm going to share it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's that time again for us to offer our unison prayer. So I'll just share the screen. And then let's pray together. Jew, Jew, Jew. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day and see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Very much. Ditaka. Thank you.
Hey.
Bye-bye.
Mrs. Arai.
Good morning, Miss Arai.
Hello there, Alex.
Yeah, you see my email?
Happy Wednesday.
The same.
Thank you, Barbara.
Bye all.